Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be my favorite makeup products of 2016. I'm not going to call this best in beauty because I'm not a makeup artist or a beauty guru or anybody who does makeup exclusively for YouTube. I'm just a makeup lover. I really enjoy watching some of these makeup favorites from regular old YouTubers who aren't necessarily like makeup gurus but just people who enjoy makeup, because I'm an everyday makeup wearer. So I like to find makeup that works really well on my skin, makeup that wears a long time. So if you like those type of videos, if you like people who are into everyday type of makeup, then hopefully you'll find this video useful, or at least you'll find it entertaining. I don't wear foundations, I don't use eyebrow products, I don't really use primers. Pretty much what I'm gonna have here today are eyeshadows, cheek products. I love blushes, highlighters, and lip products. I absolutely love lip products. I'm going to leave timestamps in the description box below. I'm going to try and stick to categories. So if you're interested in a particular category, just check the description box and you can jump right to that timestamp. All of these makeup products that I'm talking about today have worked really well on my crazy skin. I also have really sensitive skin because I have eczema, mild eczema, and I also don't have a lot of time in the morning to get ready. So all of these products have worked really well for somebody who needs to do quick makeup, everyday makeup. I'm going to stop rambling now and just go ahead and get into my 2016 favorites. So I'm going to start off with eyes. The very first thing I want to talk about is my eyeshadow palettes that I really enjoyed in 2016. I have two small eyeshadow palettes and two full-size eyeshadow palettes. The very first I want to talk about is the Naked Basics palette. I absolutely love this palette. This is actually the palette that I'm wearing on my eyes today. I did a really quick and easy everyday look. This is probably the palette that I reached for the most in 2016. The other one that I was really reaching for was the e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette. I also really love this palette. This is the one I would probably recommend most over the Naked Basics because this has a much larger range. It has warm tones and cool tones in it. And the reason that I love both of these palettes is because the only eyeshadow singles that I really enjoyed in 2016 were the Colourpop shadows. Now, I love the Colourpop Satins, the Colourpop Metallics, the Colourpop Ultra Metallics, and I particularly like any of the lid shades. So these were two of my favorite shades. This one is Amaze, and it's a metallic, I'd say like a peachy gold color, and then this one here is in Koosh, and this is a pretty like silvery pink color. These are probably my two favorite lid shades. I only use the Colourpop shadows on my lid, and then I go in with any of these two to kind of create the transition shades, the crease shades, anything else I need to do to complete the look. I'll use either of these two palettes. So I absolutely loved pairing any type of shimmery lid shade, but in particular the Colourpop ones were my favorite because they're so creamy, inexpensive, easy to work with. And then these two palettes. The e.l.f. one I say is around $10 and this one's around like the $20, maybe $30 mark. It doesn't have that much variety in it, but it's still really good. The other eyeshadow single that I was really loving is this Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. It's just this very creamy matte skin tone color. This color is absolutely perfect for setting your primer, or if I really wanted to do a very bold look and I use like the MAC paint pot, I use this to set the MAC paint pot. I love this eyeshadow. It's like $1, $2. You can get it on sale. You can use a coupon code for it. You don't need to break the bank to, find a shadow like this. This works really well and it doesn't break me out. I have really sensitive eyes and that one works really well for me. And then my two like large eyeshadow palettes that I was really loving in 2016. One came out in 2016 and one has been around for a while. These are really popular on YouTube. These are the Lorac Pro palettes. I have the original, the Lorac Pro 1, and then the Lorac Pro 3. I'm sure you guys have seen these, but the reason that I love these is because you can make a complete look out of them. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It has a row of matte and a row of shimmers, and then the Lorac Pro 3 came out. I'm not sure when it came out, but it did come out in 2016, and again, it has a row of matte and a row of shimmers, and I like warm tone eyeshadows, so that's why I'd never picked up the Lorac Pro 2, but the reason that I like these is because as somebody who needs to do their makeup really quickly, somebody who's not a professional makeup artist. So I want something really quick and easy to work with. These are just beautiful, beautiful palettes. They're very smooth, very buttery, very pigmented, but the most important thing is that they're very easy to work with. They blend out beautifully. They don't blend into each other, so they don't create a muddy look. These really are my favorite all-around makeup palettes because they have both matte and shimmery shades. These I would call my companion palettes, and then these are my altogether well-rounded palettes. I love these. My favorite mascara for 2016 is actually a combo. So my favorite all-time mascara is the Tarteist or Tarteist mascara. I absolutely love this mascara for everything. It's lengthening, but you can also build it up in 2, maybe 3 coats to give you a lot of volume. This is a plastic brush. It's not like a natural hair brush, but it also is really flexible. And it has all of these little grips on the brush that really, really grab and define every single lash. It doesn't smudge on me. It wears all day long. And even though it's not waterproof, I have really watery eyes and it still doesn't smear or run down my eyes if my eyes do get watery. And then this one right here, I like to use this as my dramatic mascara. So if I want something that's a little bit more dramatic and I just want to build up the volume, I will wear this. This is the Outrageous Curl Mascara from the Sephora line. And I really, really love this mascara. It has a teeny tiny wand, perfect for your lower lash line, but I actually don't use this on my lower lash line. I only use this to kind of build up the volume. So I use this as my second or third coat. And then a lot of people always ask me, you know, to do tutorials and especially to do a tutorial on my winged liner. For wing liner, all I can say is practice makes perfect. And then my favorite thing to use for wing liner is actually a gel liner. And this is the Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black. But I like using any type of winged liner. I don't really care if it's like one of those angled liner brushes. But this one is from Real Techniques, and it's just an eyeliner brush. But my trick to my gel liner is actually this from Inglot. This is the Duraline from Inglot, and I really, really love this. And I'll use this not only for gel liners, but for any type of cream product that's kind of drying out. All you need to do is 1 drop of this. Like the Maybelline color tattoos, when those start to dry out, I just use 1 drop of this. And what I love about this is that not only does it revive the creaminess of any of your products that are starting to dry out, it also makes it waterproof. I tried using like liquid eyeliners. I tried using pencil eyeliners. I will only use a pencil eyeliners on a day where I don't really want to do a wing liner. So today I'm wearing just a regular black pencil eyeliner on my upper lash line. But when I want to do a winged liner, I will exclusively grab for a gel liner. In particular, this one. Like I said, I don't know if it was a combination of these two, but this doesn't budge. It doesn't go anywhere. This is drugstore. This is inexpensive. So now let's move on to my favorite cheek products. I do have quite a bit of cheek products, but I'm going to leave my lip products to the end because I have a ton of lip products for you guys. So the very first thing that I was loving in 2016 is this bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this one is in the bronzer shade. I believe they also have like a light bronzer shade. So that's what that looks like. It really does have like a really nice beachy scent to it. It kind of has a little bit of the like a suntan lotion scent to it. I really love this because it's not a very deep bronzer. I don't really use bronzer in the traditional sense. I use it pretty much to blend out my cheek color. So I'll apply my blush, I'll apply my highlight, and then what I do is I go in with my bronzer and then just kind of blend everything in. I apply a little bit on my hairline, but I don't like a bronzer that's too dark because like I said, I like to use this as a blending step. So that's why I really, really enjoyed this one. I have maybe 1 or 2 bronzer samplers in my collection and I always find myself reaching for this one. So I really, really did enjoy that one all year long. And then I have 3 cheek singles. So these are all 3 blush singles. The very, very first one very first formula that I was loving in 2016 is this Clinique Cheap Pop, and this one is in Melon Pop. This one was my favorite color, but I honestly have a lot of these, and any one of the colors will do. This was just a color that I was particularly loving in 2016, but I really love the Cheek Pop formula. These are very pigmented, very easy to work with. They pick up really nicely with a brush. You know, that's a swatch of it right there. You can use a very light layer of it if you want like a very natural everyday kind of flush, or you could really build these up. But one thing I love about these is that these last all day on my cheeks. So I really love the formulation of that. My absolute favorite blush of 2016 has to go to the Too Faced. These are the long-lasting 16-hour blushes. These are the Love Flush blushes, and this color is in Baby Love. This was hands down my favorite blush of 2016. I don't know if I've posted my blush declutter yet, but I have 2 drawers full of blushes, and for me to say that this was my absolute favorite in 2016 goes to show that the formula was amazing, the color was amazing, it blended out really nicely. I mean, I just hands down loved this blush. My other favorite blush that I was loving in 2016 is my second favorite blush of all time, and this is a cooler tone version. So Baby Love is a lot warmer. This one is from Cargo, and this is it's just a regular powder blush. I know they have like waterproof blushes. This one is in the color Tonga, and this is just a gorgeous cool tone blush, but it's a perfect everyday blush. And I'm not sure if these are actually showing up really well on camera, but they really do wear really nicely on the cheek. They may not swatch all that well, but they wear really nicely on the cheeks. And like I said, I have very oily skin, and my skin tends to eat up blush, and these are 3 great formulas that I have found that worked beautifully on my skin. And lastly, for blushes, I wanted to talk about my favorite blush palette. I picked this up during my birthday haul in October, but I have fallen madly in love with it. I know it is limited edition. I'm not sure if they still have it in stores. I have seen it occasionally online. I'm not sure if Ulta still has it online, but this is the Smashbox LA Lights palette. This has contour, blush, and highlight in here. 9 shades, but they are absolutely wonderful. So you have a whole bunch of blush shades, cool tone, warm tones, and then these are all the blushes right here, and then these 3 right here are all highlighters. I love the formula of these. They're very smooth, very buttery, and very pigmented. I really did enjoy using all of these blushes. I have not been able to put this palette down. I actually had to hide it because I was using this palette way too much, and I was ignoring a lot of my single blushes. But if you can find this, it's definitely worth it. The formula is really nice. You get a really nice variety in here, and I like that you have a bronzer shade in there, you have blush shades in there, and you also have highlight shades, and those highlighters are gorgeous. So speaking of highlighters, I have 3 highlighter favorites, more like 2 highlighter favorites, because one, it's just 2 different colors. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So the very first one, hands down my favorite highlighter ever, is the Mary Lou Manizer from the Balm. I picked this up off of Haute Look. They always have the Balm on Haute Look at 50% off, and they also have 50% off on their website all the time. So even though this is like a higher end highlighter, you can always get it on sale. So I do highly recommend getting this on sale. This is a gorgeous champagne-y, like a light white gold highlight. It's absolutely gorgeous. The formula is just very smooth, very buttery. You only need a little bit of this, and you can actually get a very soft and subtle look just using a little bit of this, just like a dusting of this on your cheeks. But you can also intensify it. You can put a cream base down and really intensify it. It's going to give it kind of this metallic look if you put a cream base on it. But I love this highlighter. Like I said, I know it is a bit pricey, but you can always find it on sale. And the other 2 highlighters that I have are actually from Wet n Wild. And these are extremely inexpensive. I want to say these are around the $5 mark, maybe a little bit less, and you can get these on sale. I have the Fergie version of the gold highlighter, and the Fergie version is called Hollywood Boulevard, but They have since discontinued the Fergie line, and they do still have this highlighter. It just has a different name. So it looks the same. It just doesn't have, you know, Fergie on it. And it has a different name, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous gold highlighter. It's so smooth, so buttery. And like I said, this one's a little bit more gold than the Mary Luminizer. That's it down there. It definitely pulls a little bit more yellow gold. And then this is the pink version. So this is the non-Fergie version. So this one is still available, and it's called I'll Have a Cosmo. Really, really smooth, really, really buttery. I really love these. I've seen several people here on YouTube recommend these highlighters. I recommend these highlighters. They're very, very inexpensive. So as you can see, Mary Luminizer is a lot lighter. Then you have the gold version, and then you have the pinky version. I'm sorry, these are terrible swatches. So lastly, let's talk about lips. I have a lot of lip products. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit long. I absolutely love lip products. So I want to start off with what I use every single night as my nighttime moisturizer, and even during the day when my lips get just a little too dry because it is now winter time, and it's the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. And as you guys can see, I've used a lot of this product. I use this product every single night when I go to bed, and I have used it consistently for a little over a year, and I'm still not even halfway done with this. That kind of makes me feel a little bit better because this does have a very expensive price tag on it. I want to say it's around $24, but $24 for 2 years worth of product, and a product that works absolutely amazingly. This is a little bit of a thicker product. It kind of feels like you're putting honey on your lips, but I like the fact that it's a little bit thicker because it stays on my lips the entire night. So when I wake up in the morning and I kind of taste my lips, I can still taste this on there, and my lips are super hydrated, super smooth. They're a little bit plump. I really, really do recommend this product. I really love this product, especially for someone who has very dry lips. I have very dry and textured lips, and this has been a lifesaver. The next product I want to talk about is what I use as my lip primer. I use a lip primer because I have very, very textured lips. In particular, my bottom lip. I have a lot of scars on my bottom lips, and I have very, very dry lips. The best way I can describe this is that it's like a base coat. So it's going to like smooth your lips, but it's also going to be a little bit tacky so that it adheres and it grabs onto whatever product you put on top of it. It's really nice, in particular with liquid lipsticks. I used to use a lip balm underneath my liquid lipsticks, but I found that the oils and that the hydration that is provided from a lip balm kind of changed the consistency of a liquid lipstick, so it didn't really make them transfer proof. This dries down, and it dries down tacky, but it doesn't alter the consistency of a liquid lipstick. I have a liquid lipstick on right now, and I'm wearing this underneath it, and it doesn't change the consistency of it. So it still leaves it completely transfer proof. It just takes away that dry feeling, and like I said, it creates this smooth canvas so you don't see a lot of texture with your liquid lipsticks. I really do love this. I'm not sure if I even said what the name is. This is the MAC Prep and Prime. This is the lip primer. Okay, next I want to talk about my two favorite lip liners. As you can see, I really, really enjoyed this particular lip liner. This is the Bella Pierre Gel Lip Liner in the color Nude. It's a gel lip liner, so it does really dry down and it sets, and it's this really perfect everyday nude. This was my favorite everyday lip liner. I want to say I got this like in a BoxyCharm or in a glossy box. Hands down one of my favorite lip liners because this thing did not budge, but it was also really creamy, so it was really nice to put on my lips, really easy to apply, and it didn't tug on my lips. So hands down my favorite lip liner ever. I've used it a ton. I'm going to be really sad when it's gone, but I have lots of other lip liners in my collection that I want to use up before I repurchase that. But as soon as I'm finished using up all of my other lip liners, I am going to repurchase this one because I really, really did love that lip liner. The other lip liner I was really enjoying in 2016 is also a really nude one, but they make different colors, lots of different colors in this range, and this is the NYX crayon lip liner, and this is in the color Peekaboo Neutral. It's SPL 860. I don't know if the code changes, but this is the Peekaboo Neutral color, and it's pretty much the exact same color as that as the Bella Pierre. It has a little bit more pink in it. So this one right here is the Peekaboo Neutral one. You do have to sharpen these lip liners because it is a pencil lip liner, but these are just really inexpensive, very creamy, and like I said, they have a big range of these, so I do enjoy the entire range, but this one in particular was my favorite one because it is a very natural, everyday lip liner. Great formulation too. They do wear a really, really long time. Next, I want to talk about my favorite glosses. My favorite glosses have to hands down be the Lorac Alter Ego lip glosses. I do have two colors here that were my favorites. These are the mini versions because I picked up a set of mini one of these. I do want to pick up a full size of these once I use these up, but I'm trying to be good about using up any of my minis before I buy the full size of these, but I really, really do love these. So two of my favorite colors is CEO, which is this really, really pretty nudie pink. It's a really, really nice everyday pink, but what I love about these is that they're very, very pigmented. As you can see, that CEO right there, they're very, very pigmented, and they also smell absolutely delicious. They smell like vanilla cupcake, vanilla frosting. This is the color Goddess, and it's a little bit more of like a mauve purple color. They're very, very similar to the NYX high intensity lip glosses, which I wanted to include in this video, but I prefer the formula of these just a little bit better. I feel that the NYX high intensity lip glosses eventually get kind of tacky and they're a little more sticky than these are, and they don't wear as long. Even when paired with a lip liner or a lipstick underneath, these just wear a little bit longer. These are really, really comfortable on the lips. They don't really move around if you pair them with a nice lip liner. I really, really did enjoy these in 2016. So the next two lip products I want to talk about, I actually included these in one of my favorites. I want to say it was maybe like my June favorites in the summertime. That's when they released. These are the Maybelline Color Jolts in the color 10 Never Bare and 5 Stripped Down. Never Bare is the more pinky version, and 5 Stripped Down is the more nudie version, like a brownie nudie version. And these are dupes for the Too Faced melted lipsticks. I love the formulation of these. They're very, very pigmented, very, very creamy, really easy to apply. That's what the applicator looks like. It's the exact same applicator as the Too Faced melted lipsticks. Very inexpensive. They don't have that great of a color range. These are really their only two like neutral colors. The rest are very like bright and vibrant colors, but even the bright and vibrant colors are really, really nice. I just picked these two because they're the really nice everyday wearable colors. I feel that most people gravitate towards everyday colors, so that's why I chose these two to share with you guys. But like I said, I raved about these during my monthly favorites. I love the formula. They have a very fruity scent to them. They wear a really long time. If you pair them with a lip liner, they wear even longer. I don't even feel that I have to reapply these after eating and drinking. I really do think the formula of these is really, really nice, and I think it's even better. I have some of the Too Faced melted lipsticks, and I think the formula is even better than those. So, I mean, I would really recommend these, and the nice thing about them is that they're drugstore prices. So another formula that I actually find really, really similar to these Maybelline Color Jolts and the Too Faced melted lipsticks is the NYX Liquid Suedes. However, I will say that the only way I can wear these is with a lip liner. They have a very different formula than most lipsticks I ever tried. The Maybelline Color Jolts are a little bit more of like a moussey formula, kind of like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. They're a little bit more of like a whipped formula. This is kind of in between like a liquidy and a moussey formula. So that's this one right here. This is in the color Soft Spoken, but I do find that I have to wear these with a lip liner. Otherwise, it starts to kind of wear off a little bit weird, and it applies a little bit patchy if I don't wear it with a lip liner. So paired with a lip liner, I absolutely love this. And then my last two liquid lipsticks I want to talk about are from Colourpop. I love Colourpop lip products. I love all of their formulas, even their matte liquid lipsticks, but hands down, my favorite formula that Colourpop has ever created are the Ultra Satin lips. These two colors right here are my favorite colors from them. The writing has even worn off of both of them. This first one is in Magic Wands, and it's this really nice, like, everyday nude neutral color. So that's Magic Wand right there. Very, very nice everyday color. And then this one right here is a little bit more of like a pinky peachy color. This one is in Spritz, and I love, love, love these formulations. This is very, very similar to the NYX Liquid Suedes, except they're not going to dry down as matte as the NYX Liquid Suedes, but they're extremely comfortable. They will dry down a little bit. They're going to dry down to, you know, a satin finish, but paired with the lip liners, these last on my lips forever. They're extremely comfortable to wear. They're not going to dry out your lips, and they really do last a long time. I was originally a big fan of their lippy sticks, but as soon as these came down, these completely overtook my love of lippy sticks. I, hands down, think that these are the best thing that Colourpop has ever created. I mean, I love these even more than their eyeshadows. And then my favorite lipsticks, hands down, of 2016. These will quite honestly be my favorite lipsticks ever. I don't like talking about these much because they're very, very expensive. These are the NARS Audacious lipsticks. I know I've talked about a lot of drugstore products in this video, but I just can't deny that these are the best lipsticks I have ever tried. I have two colors here in Anna and Anita, and these are just the very, very nice everyday colors. What I love about these lipsticks, yes, the packaging is cool. You know, it's like a magnetic packaging. It's a very, you know, high-end feeling packaging. It's heavy, but that's not why I would pay $38 for these. Like, I don't care how fancy your packaging is. I really do rave about these because the formula is amazing. It's one swipe, and you get this ultra creamy and luxurious lipstick. That is one swipe. And this one swipe will stay on your lips all day long. Without a lip liner, it will still stay on your lips all day long. With a lip liner and with priming and anything else you want to do, you know, to increase the wear time of your lipstick, it's going to just make these lipsticks stay on your lips for a week. I'm kidding. No, but seriously, these are really, really nice, long-wearing lipsticks, but the formula is so creamy and moisturizing, it doesn't even feel like you're wearing a lipstick. It is totally worth paying the full price tag for these. However, I don't pay the full price tag for these. I get these every single time they go on sale. For Black Friday, NARS does a 20% off sale. Sephora does the VIB sale where they're 20% off. And now they're being carried at Ulta. So Ulta has their 20% off coupon that they put out a few times a year, actually. They do it more often than the Sephora VIB sale, which is once a year. They're now carrying NARS, in particular, the NARS Audacious lipstick. So that's it. Those are all of my favorite makeup products of 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one. But I really did want to share with you, you know, my favorite everyday makeup products, the products that really, really did work for me. They were really easy to apply. They wore a long time. When I buy makeup, I want it to wear a really, really long time because I am out and about. So I honestly don't have a lot of time to reapply a lot of these products. So hands down, I recommend all of these products. I tried to share a lot of drugstore with you guys because, you know, I love affordable products. Who doesn't love affordable products? Who doesn't like to save a little bit of money? But even some of these higher end ones, you know, I try to include ways that you could save money on them or where I've purchased them on sale, so on and so forth. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Please leave any recommendations you guys have, you know, makeup products, video products, nail polish products down below in the comments section. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.